did.
Oh
Hey,
wow,
I did.
really?
I did. Yup. Yup. Coach Steve was on my head talking about it. Yup. I like to go upset sometimes, man. It's not fun when you always
Jonesboro,
pick your favorite to win.
and Jonesboro is a really, really good team. I mean,
They
you
are.
know, they have a lot of athletes. They're well coached. Jonesboro is a good team, you know. So, you know, we really don't know how it'll end up. But, you know, obviously I want us to win the ball game. So they got a lot of great
Yeah.
guys over there, great program for sure.
What's kind of obviously, Coach? I know you say you want to get better. What's just the message to this group this upcoming week, man? What are the details? What are the things you guys got to focus on? Just a bit, I guess you could say play a little cleaner. We know how good this team can be, but just what's the message this week?
I think the message is more so I wouldn't even say it's to the kids, man. I think us as coaches have to lead. We just have to lead by example. I think us coaching better, and I think us coaching better will allow the kids to be in position to be more successful and take advantage of the opportunities that are presented before them. Um, and overall, I think the message is just, man, for us, it's just stand together. You know, when you're one of those teams that's, you know, talked about, you know, that gets rewards without even the work, is tricky, right? So you have to keep everybody level headed and humble, because you can go down bad real quick, you know. So it's just about not getting too far ahead of yourselves, not saying that, you know, not counting anyone out. You know, not thinking that you're so far ahead of another program. It's about being humble, doing the work, and getting the results that you work for. Like these games are just the results of what you do in the summer, right? The results of what you do during the week, on the weekend, and when you're not at school, or, you know, when you're watching film. So um, we do a lot of stuff. Our kids watch a lot of film, right? We can check their huddle and see how much film they're watching. The boys have their own leadership groups where they go out once a week and they eat and fellowship together, and they discuss ball. You know what I mean? They talk about how they can get better. Right? There's been a challenge this week from to our secondary to play better. You know what I mean? The game was on TV. It was the last game on last of the first week of Georgia football, and everybody in the state that watched that game saw a couple blown coverages, right? So the challenge is to the secondary to not make those mistakes, and they're up for the challenge. You know what I mean? So the crazy thing is that I think there's a difference between being an optimistic coach or a winning program, and then someone who isn't. I think when you're a winning program and you see those mistakes, you look at them as opportunities to get better, right? Where other people may look at them as flaws, but we know this is week one. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, I'm glad these things are happening now, because week 15 they'll be all cleaned up. You know what I mean? So for us, I think the boys saw it, they recognized it, they accepted, and they took on a challenge of, we're not making those mistakes, or our goal isn't to make those mistakes anymore. You know, so I'm actually excited to see what happens Friday. You know, they love playing against top guys. So, and there's some guys, you know, we got some dogs back there, man. So, uh, I think offense sells tickets. I think defense wins games, and I think you know, right now I think the defense is saying, "Hey, man, we got y'all." You know what I'm saying? We got y'all. You know, so I'm excited to see Friday.
There it is. There it is, Coach. I appreciate you. What's going on, Bacon?
What's going on, y'all? I ain't want to butt in the coach, you know what I'm saying? Soliloquy, you know what I'm saying? He was talking real passionate. Guys watching film. I like that. Sounded good. It sounded like championship activity. So I can cut him off.
Appreciate it, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm dead. But real quick, Bacon, I'm gonna let you kind of take over as the host too. I want you to just talk real quick. I know Marcus asked about it. We talked about how we did in the difference maker. I said it was Chance Gilbert because he single-handedly changed that game. It's going to go up 35-14. He gets the pick. They go back down, score again, being used a lot of offense. So what can you say about that? And then two, just your overall thoughts on Stevenson. I've told Julian and I've told obviously Marcus, I think Stevenson's a bigger contender than people think. Their defensive line is a problem. And when you have a front four that's not, everybody thinks it's KJ Green, and he's great. He's elite. He got a chance to go to the league, but it ain't just him. They got Amari Green. They got Sergio Mason. You know what I'm saying? They got Troy Stiggers. They're loaded. So what more can you say about what you learned this weekend as well?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta start with the team that's in my back door, East Kawuda, man. I know Drew gonna come from me, but you know what I'm saying? Chance is elite. You know what I'm saying? The speed is there. He's coming off of I think a shoulder, some type of injury from the summer. But you know what I'm saying? We'll see how he sticks his nose in there. Didn't really see him come down and make a lot of big hits on Amari, like I did last year. But you know, we talk about somebody who made clutch plays, contributed on the offensive end. You know what I'm saying? Took a was like a 60, 70 yarder, maybe that touchdown to put him 21-28. That was elite. And the quarterback, his name escapes me. I think it's his first time playing varsity quarterback, baseball player, throwing motion a little quirky, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? He put the ball in the money. They had about like 8 to 10 drop passes. That was another deciding factor in that game. But EC is going to be, they're going to be, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be easy out. They're going to be contentious. I got to see how they continue to build. Secondary is young. You know what I'm saying? A lot of first game jitters, I think, from everybody across the board from week one, but they look good. So switching to Stevenson. Actually, I gotta talk about Lil Farrell from Sandy Creek, number 6. You know what I'm saying? Patriots like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're a big guy in 3A, keep that name in mind. Any college coach that's watching, definitely hit him up. But back to Stevenson. Like Naj said, defensive line's elite, elite running backs, number 7. You know what I mean? What's his name, Naj? I don't want to leave him nameless.
Jaden Johnson.
Jaden Johnson is like that. Didn't even have Booker, saying as a running back. He was out. You know what I'm saying? Looked good. You know what I'm saying? Was moving around. Stevenson is like that. They're legit. Quarterback, though. That's my only thing with them. And that's why they're not the best team, you know what I'm saying, in Lithonia. You know what I mean? Lithonia is one of one out there. You know what I'm saying? Per QB Marcus and per talking to Coach 10. And they're just more complete. But defensively, they're going to get enough stops, takeaways for their offense, you know what I'm saying, to ground the pound to death. That's my take for sure. Actually, we got a question from IG, man. For everybody, you know what I mean? Who do y'all think was the biggest surprise week one? I'm gonna start with you.
Shoot, who had how many all-purpose yards that boy had?
Who was that?
340. 340.
You see how I can ask the question? I don't gotta have no specifics. I can just
Yeah.
ask purpose. I ain't the game, what position, the number, the school. It speaks for itself.
100%.
And how much was it again?
340, I believe.
And he number 1 safety. Gotcha.
Look, I hear you. I was waiting on it, but I knew it was coming. But I mean, 340 is tough. I mean, I can't even argue with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But put up these numbers, bro. So that's your biggest takeaway? Biggest big take week one?
Yeah, that was the most impressive performance. He popped out the most.
100%, man. Marcus, what you think?
For the most part, it was kind of an upset coming into the season. Got to go with Eagles Landing upsetting Northside, Warner Robins. I did not expect Eagles Landing to pretty much beat, Coach Boom and what they got going on over there. That was a sleeper coming into it for the most part. So shout out to Eagles Landing, Coach Teamer over there at EL.
I'm saying, Coach Name, man, if you want to tap into in there, I know you got the brand on, but feel free to expound.
For me, I'd say the biggest, and this is the biggest surprise of the weekend. I'd say Grayson's defense without Tyler and Ant, giving up 3 points without their 2 starting linebackers against a team that is considered one of the top teams in 6A.
Right.
Coach Steen, Ant didn't play either?
No.
What?
That's tough.
Yeah. That's my biggest surprise.
I think
Say it again.
Or something like that. And then Ant got in the car accident.
Dang. There's too much going on out here, man.
That's wild, bro. 3 points? And then how they... Lord have mercy.
Grayson got the back.
What's your biggest takeaway, Nash?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jaden Johnson, man. I'm gonna give him some love on the channel, man. I loved his performance. He did a phenomenal job. And I mean, like, they didn't have Anthony Booker, you know, and I know everyone's gonna say, oh, it's Mays, whatever, but the fact that they leaned on him so much, this dude had 254 yards, dog, 254 yards and 3 tubs. Single-handedly, like, carried them to the win. Yes, Xavier Bowler had the obviously touchdown pass, but he was trucking dudes. He was spinning off. I mean, whatever they needed that night or that day, he delivered. And I think that's a kid more people need to talk about. 2027, he's probably the most underrated in the state. And definitely needs more praise. Georgia State, I had somebody just recently followed me, the running backs coach. Hey, y'all go check that kid out. Kid can ball, man. Jaden Johnson, name to know, man. That would be probably my biggest performer. In terms of results, yeah, I think it's Creekside Rome for me.
Facts.
Everybody was hitting me. They was like, nah, you picked Creekside and blah, blah, blah. They're not even a state contender. They get beat 21-0. And I was like, okay, relax, bro. I believe in Coach Dixon, Coach Mack. Them boys held them boys to 7 points the rest of the way and put up 48 on them. Lord have mercy. Creekside's a problem. You know what I'm saying? 4A is going to be so entertaining this year because I don't know who's going to win. But if Creekside could do that and rush for, as Drew alluded to earlier, 400 yards, yeah, good luck.
Players go for over 100 yards.
And then Caden Benson had over 100 too.
Damn. Gary Walker back. They didn't know who that. They thought it was Dylan Vickerson. Got hair hanging out, back of the helmet, same number and everything. So the game that shocked me the most, or one of them that shocked me, was Carver versus South DeKalb. 7-12. 7-12. Carver didn't even have a head coach on the sideline. In the quarter, they still don't have no quarterback. Serious favors over 100 yards rushing. TBU, sack, forced fumble. Yeah, that game. Low scoring game. Me and Marcus said it. And Marcus, I guess
No, I said it. Hey guys, y'all can look at my monologue on there, but go ahead, you.
Yeah, 7-12, no head coach. That's all I got to say. That was crazy.
And fun fact, one of their coaches told me they turn over the ball 6 times.
6 times?
So that's what one of the coaches said. You can't 6 times is a little bit absurd when it comes to that.
Put it on the ground or they're losing through the air.
But the thing is, guys, let's be realistic. Southwest DeKalb, they're making the playoffs. The next game is Clarkston, Northview, North Springs, all those teams that they can just manhandle until they play Marist, Southwest DeKalb. I mean Marist, Tucker, and Lithonia. They'll make the playoffs. They'll be the third. They'll be in the third. They'll be the last seed. They'll be the 4th seed. So they'll make the playoffs.
All right. Does anybody have actually? Let me go to you. I think it's on pause. But does anybody have an inside? Track on what happened? Westlake, Langston. How it all panned out.
I just seen them run. That's all I seen.
Say it again.
All I saw the running backs just ripping up Westlake.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was a close game. I think Langston was kind of struggling in the first half with Westlake. Jacob Jackson, for Westlake, took control of the game in the first half, running the ball. Cannon Robinson distributing the ball as well. But I was hearing that Langston was struggling offensively. It was some miscommunication, I guess, with the receivers, with Darnell Kelly. It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. Then after, the second half, like I, pointed in the beginning of the show that Prince Amari Mook came in and granted 3 touchdowns for Langston to score 40+ points versus Westlake. So that was the whole situation with that. But, Langston, they play Mays this upcoming week. I think everything will be fine for, with Darnell Kelly because he did get kind of settled down on the sideline. But meanwhile, me personally, I think everything's going to be okay for Langston.
They play.
There we go.
Oh, my God.
Look, glimmer of hope, sunshine. I like that.
Oh, my God. Can't. Will they go?
You okay, dude?
Will they go for 350 yards rushing or 4? They probably gonna outdo Creekside.
It's a possibility, man. It's a possibility, man.
Dude damn near scored 70 points in the scrimmage game. All they did was run the ball. And then Stevenson, man, Mays can't catch a break. Golly. Yeah. They had
Freddie Barnes. He can play
in the scrimmage game. Then they had them two guys that both rushed over 1,000 yards last year. And now they got Quintavious and Carson. Oh my God. This is well, it looks like they're gonna lose another blowout, 56-0.
The closest game, but I'm sure they played Banneker this year. That's probably gonna be their closest game, honestly. They ain't got the depth, man. I'm saying, I'm gonna wish, I'm saying, we all love Benjamin E. Mays, the legend, but I'm saying, they gotta figure somebody over there, man.
Listen, the thing is, they'll make the playoffs. I mean, they in one of the worst regions in Georgia. They still play Forest Park, Midtown, MLK, Drew, and Pace Academy. They'll go 5 and listen. No, they gonna go 0-5 in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But they'll make the playoffs. Trust and believe. They will make the playoffs.
So that's a shame, bro. That's a shame. I mean, where are the resources going? Like Coach Dean talked about last week, man. We gotta have, some gotta shake down, man, because Banneker hasn't been good in a while. I don't think it's ever been good. Forest Park, I don't think it's ever been good. MLK's up and down. You know what I'm saying? But
fun fact, Banneker haven't made the playoffs since I was a quarterback. So, hopefully that changes,
Okay. You was like that, bro? Was he like that, Jew? Tell the truth.
It was a 2-quarterback system. Now I ain't gonna say that I ain't start, It was a 2-quarterback system, all right. But we made the playoffs. We lost to Thomas Castellone and said Ware County.
What'd you say, Coach Dean?
They said you got 2 quarterbacks, you ain't got no quarterback.
Hey, he was back there. A little RPO. I can see it. You got a little RPO in him.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
For sure. So I'm assuming, it's between Coach Dean and Jew for best athlete on the screen. Y'all boys play college ball, high school ball back in the day?
I was a basketball player. I played football.
Basketball star.
Okay, I played basketball, but I coached football. I was around. When Ross made it to the league, I went up there. I was going to come back and coach football. I went up there to break down film with him while he was with the Giants. And then I ended up getting into philanthropy, and I started my nonprofit. Then I came back to Georgia, and that's when I started coaching.
Okay, athlete turned businessman back to coaching. I like that. What about you, Jew?
Yeah, my 4 seasons at Clark Atlanta started 3.5 seasons. Then just stopped going to school. Started training Lil Yachty and Offset and flipping houses.
That's tough. So, you went HBCU. I know you've seen the process from beginning to end. You do a lot of these athletes, getting them exposure, especially with college coaches. So I want you to talk about the HBCU experience. How was what's your thoughts on the whole HBCU experience?
I think the coaches at HBCU do a horrendous job recruiting, selling their schools, because I can take almost any kid in America to Clark Atlanta, set them around campus, and sell them as to why they should come to Atlanta, and they will want to commit. You should not be losing any football recruit. Their school is 83% female. And you right here in the city, like, it's not part of the sale. But it was amazing. Vine Mitchell from Grayson, he's going to be up there this year. Going to be a few players from around the metro area at Clark Atlanta this year. And I think that's probably going to do some good for the branding of Clark Atlanta. And I have the Sevens tournament up there, so it's going to help recruiting and stuff like that. But the players who aren't, not HBCUs, need to do a better job of getting good players. Like they too fixated on measurables. Like, you're not gonna get a good player who also has measurables. If he has both, he's just focus on getting the best guys you can and focus on getting the guys who are closest to you. That's my thoughts. The football side from the coaches and then with the players.
So then my next question for you would be real close to Terry's favorites. If you were a DB coach at Clark or Morehouse for that matter, I'm saying, what do you say to how does he see value in that P4 player potentially staying home and rocking out the HBCU lane?
So if I was a coach at Morehouse, I would quit. There is no value at coaching or playing for Morehouse. Off with that. Then, but with Clark Atlanta, like you're right here in the city of Atlanta. When you look at your dorm room, entire city is nothing but career opportunities. When it comes to internships, it comes to networking, getting you a high-paying job, coming out fresh school, and having skills that can sustain yourself through self-employment as well. You're going to learn that from somebody else, and somebody else is right here. It's a whole bunch of them. Guy who owned Lanier Park, and he I think last year, Dr. Lonnie Johnson, who created Nerf, he created Super Soaker. They were right downtown. I see these guys on a regular basis. I learned how to flip house from somebody right here in Atlanta. I had a corporate job offer starting at $80,000 my sophomore year. I did not have to finish college to do that because the CEO at the Chick-fil-A Foundation was in the and I talked to him like every so often, but because he saw me, I had great prime. And it's only gonna get stuff like you're right. Obviously, it's 83% female. Like you just walk out the door and just exists, and you'll. But that's the main thing. It's the career opportunity, proximity, career opportunities, and then it's hard to fail. You HBCUs, your classes are a lot smaller. You make sure you pass.
Absolutely. And Coach, then I want to come to you. You know what I'm saying? Can you confirm what you said about just HBCU not recruiting the same? Did they come down there? Like, did they ask about Keith Kelly, you know what I'm saying, AG, you know what I'm saying, did they ask about those guys on the team? On mute, Coach. This is your mute button.
Darrell?
Yeah, we've actually made an emphasis to try to reach out to more of the HBCUs. I think it's certain programs that they'll come out to, but like some of the schools that have the larger athletes, they don't even stop by. We don't only have P4 guys. We got the smaller guys that need those offers to the HBCUs, and they miss out on the opportunity. So we've made an emphasis actually on reaching out to the Clarks and the other schools, to get in the building and look at some of the guys on the team. But they I think they recently started coming back around. I've been at DC now 3 years. The first year they were there. Before I came, I think they were there. The first year they weren't. Last year they weren't. And then this spring, I think they popped back up. And Coach White made an emphasis to reach out to a bunch of the coaches and let them know to start coming around because we got more than, we have a lot of guys that can play ball or need opportunities on the smaller level, the smaller schools. Mm-hmm.
You still see value in going that route of just potentially not just having a life after football, but like potentially moving to the league?
I mean, at the end of the day, for me, it's free education. That's what you're looking for. You know what I mean? And then if you go into an HBCU, there's already a small percentage of guys who have an opportunity to go to the professional level. So going to an HBCU doesn't mean you can't make it, but you need to have more prepared for yourself than ball, anyways. So there's plenty of benefit going to an HBCU. Like Drew said, he started 3 years, and even though he didn't have to, the opportunities came for him without his degree. The opportunities came from him while he was building those relationships in college. You know what I mean? It was at the college that he went to. So I think there's a benefit of college, period. And then HBCUs, I think, supporting one another. The black student, the black athlete. I think it's good for us to have that network. So I definitely think there's a benefit to it for sure.
I'm saying, appreciate the insight, Coach Dan. I got to end off with Mr. Stephen A. Smith himself. What value do you see in HBCUs as well? Time to you, Mark. I think the brother might be frozen. Oh, no, he's not. He here. All right, bet.
Say it again, Bacon. My bad. It's a little choppy on this side.
Good, brother. I was just saying, just to build off of what we've been talking about, what value do you see in athletes still, or just college coaches recruiting players from the HBCU level and vice versa?
So I feel like it's a lot of guys that, in our realm that actually need the opportunity to play at a HBCU like Morehouse, Tuskegee, which I have a couple old teammates and players that I actually play with. It's just I think it's the lack of recruiting. Actually looking for guys that can actually feel that experience of Black Historical College, because a lot of guys that may take the JUCO route, but they have the same amount of talent, to play at the HBCU level. I don't know the issue when it comes to that, because maybe it's guys that's they don't hire good guys in the player development standpoint, or to reach out to different areas. So it's the market has really changed in that standpoint, because I feel like the stands will be a little bit more packed, with instead of just the old rivalry, the old rivalry like a Morehouse versus Clark, and it'll be more, if you recruit a little bit more some of the high talented caliber players, or maybe it starts with the coaching, maybe start with the coaching, the coaching. The head coach that they may hire, he brings in people that actually know what they're doing to kind of change and solidify the program. So that's just a little bit what I think.
100%. I agree. I think, what I'm saying, it's really past time. It just be good for the community. Like you said, Ju, I'm saying, Coach Dan, you confirmed. We see what Georgia Tech is building. We see what Georgia State is building with those two coaches. So obviously, Coach McGee and Coach Key. So I think then you got Coach. What's the head coach at Morehouse? Played for the Falcons. Anyway, having the this type of influence that he has, what I'm saying, he's got a parlay, man. We see Mike Vick, we see Deshaun Jackson. So obviously what Coach Prime did at Jackson State. It's just recycling and use the same formula. And I know the inner workings behind the scenes, finance is a problem. What I'm saying? You got to clean it up in-house. You got to shoot out the bad seeds and bring in the good seeds. But I think it's something to do.
Ju, you can go ahead. My bad.
They need a better strategy. They need to cut down the roster size. Just focus on offering guys to schools. When you talk about you're not offering full scholarship, well, if you have a budget, it will help you get more players if you offer them more money. Only way you can do that, or one of the main ways to do that, is just by having a smaller. Don't go 50, 55 players. There is no reason why Weston Taylor, Cambridge, and Clark quarterback is losing his eligibility. That's his poor. Like, you have absolutely no excuse not to go get him, and he's right. Come on, like 45 minutes. But you want to go spend money on guys that are unproven, that are backups at other schools. Is bad.
Is it the academic requirement?
No, he had a 3.2.
Right. Yeah.
I sent Terry's favorite, somebody at Clark Atlanta, bigger corners. What are you talking about? Did you even watch the film? The first 5 clips are return touchdowns. Runs a 10-4 flat. Just terrible scouting, terrible recruiting. Can't sell to school. Lazy looking for players. They need somebody else to come in and help them build their roster. and I would do it if they paid me, but they can't be trying to tell me too much of what to do because they did it wrong for a long time. So consistently failed. And the only people that can do it right was the coaches at Clark Atlanta when I quarterback ESPN, top 100 players in the country. We had 4 guys off that team go to just really good recruiting. And we had a smaller team. We didn't have roster size. So they can do better, but will they do better? No. And that's why, like what's the boy name? Hayden McGaker. You rush for over 2,000. You throw for over 2,000. 50 total touchdowns. You don't have no Clark offer. You don't have a Fort Valley. You don't have a Miles College offer. Somebody was saying that. Oh, and then Zion. I sent Zion Cooley to Clark Atlanta. This is a 3-star edge rusher signed at Eastern Tennessee, 6'4", 220. They said we don't have a need for tight ends. Come on, man. Like what? What are you talking? A 3-star edge rusher played for Carrollton, and he played tight. He could have went up there and played 2 positions. He could have added so much value, and he had 0.5. So he could have got a lot of academic and didn't have to receive that much from the football team. So that would have helped their budget. Just terrible recruiting. They need to hire somebody who focuses specifically from that, and they need to be. Clark Atlanta's director of recruiting from Florida. They should be. I guess they friends. That's why. It's a damn shame. And that's why. They're gonna have a losing at a quarterback. I don't feel sorry for them.
And the thing is, and I can carry on to that what Julian said because everything is a base thing. That will make some of the NFL GMs so great at what they do because they've been in those types of situations. And now when you go to a HBCU, maybe the head coach is hiring this guy for recruiting because he knows him or this or that. Like, what is their track record? Like, what players they actually can bring in instead of like transfer portal guys because they only stay there for probably 1 or 2 years. So it's the more of the development calls because especially when you're in one of the top states in the country for football and you can't recruit that area and you get other guys from different states, that's kind of crazy to me because it's a lot of good talent in the state of Georgia where you can easily recruit in state, but for you to recruit in state, you have to get people who's already in the state of Georgia that knows these types of players that can honestly bring value to your program because you never know what these kids think. They can flip on the colleges and they can go to your college if you just present it in a high caliber way. So I think it's more of homegrown things that you need to accomplish first. Get the kids in, get revenue in, get support in. To really get where you want to go.
And the main way you get revenue in is by winning. And the main way you win is by having more talent. You got to have better players. Like these two HBCUs are too fixated on measurables. Just go get the best players you can that are local with good GPAs. Build your roster with that. Clark Atlanta, Miles, Fort Valley, Albany State. You play in the SIAC. I played in the SIAC. I was 5'5", 175 pounds and was the best corner in the conference. Wasn't even close. 3 years. I know who can play. And I know who can't. There's no reason why you should be going to Arizona or to South Florida when you got all of these great players right here in Georgia. Zayden Cook did not have an offer from Clark. He had 2,900 plus rushing yards in one season. What? Ty Jones from Lakeside not have an offer from Clark Atlanta. He had over 1,000 rushing yards, over passing yards. He used 3 picks, 2 return touchdowns in one season. 5'10", 160, running 9 on the track. That's horrible.
So you think this is by design?
They just suck at what they do.
Okay.
Really have losing seasons, and it's a disgrace to the game, and it's disrespectful to the people who are actually good at their job. That you sit here in the same position as them, and you say that you were a scout or you a recruiter. That's so rude and disrespectful to the people who can actually do this. Don't call yourself that. It's just I see, and then it's gonna take for somebody like Coach Pope from Hateville to really get guys in if they let him. I was sending them Vian Mitchell back. Like it wasn't until Pope got the job that Vian Mitchell graduated early with like a 3.6, 3.7. His tuition is taken care of by the academic.
Yeah.
His Pell Grant and Hope is gonna take forward. All you got to do, football team, is pay for the meal plan. And you're not going to take them when your secondary was terrible last year. Your whole defense was terrible. You had to just outscore people and come back and win games. Dependent on the quarterback who was an All-American, who you don't have no more. You depend on the receiver who was an All-American. Transfer portal, you don't got no more. But you can't somebody up the defense for little to nothing. Come on, man. Terrible. But I'm going to games. I'm going to support Vine. I'm going to support Coach Pope. But the thing that's going to happen is they go all the way out to Arizona and get a quarterback who can't play. Instead of go and get Weston Taylor at Cambridge, who's 6'1", 3.1, 3.2, 3,600 yards. So and I hope they play it over and over again.
I mean, it needs to be said. It needs to be said for sure. We appreciate that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Very good insight, especially for somebody who played. But, you know, so we're going to look up to what's coming on next week. And I want to start with, per request on IG Live, man. I want to start with Marcus on this one. Ola versus Locust Grove. We already know about the running back, the running game that Ola has. But I want to hear from you first, brother. Just, you know what I'm saying, who do you think is going to win between those teams?
Whew. Oh, man, this is going to be it's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be a lot of points. Fun fact, Ola gave up 28 points versus Trinity Christian, which they went 1-9 last year. But oof, man, I got to go with Locust Grove. I think Locust Grove, they still put up a lot of points. Like this team, I don't know. They offense just can't be stopped. The offense can't be stopped. And I think this will still be kind of a test for their defense because they actually playing against a good running game. Caden Worley, I think he's a sleeper quarterback. I think he still got to prove a lot. But I got to go with Locust Grove. I guarantee this game is going to be high scoring. I got to go like 40-30. I just don't. Amar Parker, it's just his arm talent just speaks a lot. Like when he loves to throw the ball deep. He loves to throw the ball deep, and he completes it. The defensive line, I think one of their defensive linemen got a pick six, which is kind of crazy. His name MJ. Shout out to you, MJ. They got Bryce Robinson on the defensive line, which he's a disruptor. I think he's the best. I think he's by far one of the best defensive linemen in Henry County for the most part. But this is going to be a high-scoring game. I got Locust Grove. I know they're going to win this game because they're not worried about this game. They're worried about week 3, which is Stockbridge. So they're not worried about this game. I know they'll win this game. I think it's a vengeance when it comes to it. They're gonna beat Ola. They're going to be Ola. Ola's a good team. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm looking at 28 points versus Trinity Christian, which a team like Locust Grove score 40 points plus, 40 point plus. I got to go with Locust Grove in this one.
Naj, what you think? You like Locust Grove or you like Ola?
I'm gonna go Ola. Ola still got some dogs out there. You know what I'm saying? I can't sleep on them. They got Caden Wayne, who's a top running back in that class, so they can still thump you. Is the talent the level that it's had in years past? No, but he's still a team that can put on the ground and pound you. So I would go with Ola. I mean, TaMarcus made some great points, but I think Ola can run the ball. The quarterback, they're not gonna ask him to do too much, similar to the system we've seen with Stevenson, and they can do that. I think they're just fine.
You.
Ola. Like had a big number 5. They went to Texas State. Got Caden. I don't think he can really carry the team and get 30 carries in the game. The quarterback that don't have a weapon, they're still gonna score. Bro, 21. Bro has great quarterback. They have a unknown who is blazing. Ari Matthews. He's gonna score. Other
Man, we missed you, brother. I don't know if it's the connection of the overall show, but everybody's audio kind of goes in and out. But I definitely missed what you said, Drew. I'm not sure what it is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a lot better. That's a lot better. Say it. Say what you said again, but I don't want to.
So with Locust Grove, they don't have the running back Nigel Newkirk. They don't have the big number 5 that went to Jacksonville State. So, and they don't have the weapons on offense. The quarterback is good, but I don't think Caden can carry the ball 30 times and win them the game. It's gonna get too tired. I think they're gonna score 21, but Locust Grove, their quarterback Kamari Matthews, and despite losing a receiver to an ATV accident, I think they're still gonna put up some points, 35-21.
Okay. I know about the running back of Ola. I know I got Abdul Diallo to transfer over there from Whitewater to Locust Grove. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride with my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride with Locust Grove. That's a big one. I see we got a comment on YouTube. Check out Carver Columbus, new freshman. He's special. Is it they had 2. I don't know who's the starter. Not add the comments. Are they done at the right? Okay. But
he on your top, boy. He on your top.
Hey, I'm gonna be on a laptop next week. I'm gonna have a mic and everything.
Hey, real official. But you come with clear now. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah, Carver Columbus, they do their thing against Whitewater. I think they beat them like 20. I mean, they got a complete team, man. Shoe in to win 2A. Would like to see, play some more games, you know what I'm saying, on the schedule, but nonetheless, that's the only time to come up on my end. I may go down there to see when they play Spencer. Who knows? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how things was crazy in Atlanta, that Dutchtown Starbridge game. I'm a little on edge about going in there for Carver Columbus versus Spencer. But let's see. Week 2 matchup. We got another one. We're gonna start on here. The first one. We got go to the next one. This list is pretty mid. Go to the Friday games now.
Oh no. My bad.
Oh, good. All right. Midtown Druid Hills. Carver Luella. We'll go Carver Luella, man. I'm gonna start with Jude, man. Carver. Are they gonna pull it out? Do they have enough athletes? Is Terry's gonna dominate? The matchup against another elite DB, Markel Aguirre.
Nobody can stop Terry's favorites. What are you talking about? Not even the whole thing.
You seen Markel's film?
Huh?
Have you seen Markel's film?
I don't need to. You saw the game last year? Terry's one getting the ball on. What was it? He wasn't getting the ball on offense. They weren't kicking it to him. He had to go get the interception. He spun around 3 times, broke a tackle, and scored off a 70-yard interception and returned for a touchdown. If you could beat Southwest DeKalb, you could beat Luella. Say that. Southwest DeKalb got way more talent than Luella.
That's true. I cannot.
And Terry's is getting the ball. Based on what I saw Southwest DeKalb, he getting the ball a lot more. And there's nobody on that field that can run sub-11. So please don't kick it to him. Touchdown. Don't throw it over bound. You're gonna get it. Touchdown. I got Carver winning 20-7 with Chino scoring a touchdown for Luella.
Shot Chino 27. All right, Mark, what you got? What's your prediction?
Luella's not scoring. They didn't even score versus Hampton. And like, come on, man. Like you granted them 7 points is blasphemous, But meanwhile, Carver, they don't like this might be the game they actually score over 20 points, maybe. Their defense, and like I was saying last show, their defense is great. They never had a terrible defense probably since you left Carver. But overall, Luella, they're too young of a team. They're not going to get it done. They're not going to score versus Carver. I got Carver 27, probably to 0.
27-0. Got them scoreless. Josh, I'm gonna follow up with you. take us to the next topic, Benedictine Buford. His name is Zachary Watts. That's the quarterback from Carver. Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, I'll be quick with mine. I definitely go with Carver. They should be able to beat Luella, similar to what everybody iterated. Talent level, it's a discrepancy. I know Carver still figured out the QB situation, but when you got a playmaker like Terrius, you just give him the ball in space, and it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be tough to stop. So they got other pieces too. I know they're still figuring some things out offensively, but when you have a playmaker like that, it's tough to slow down, man. So I'll go with Carver. Luella, they would have to make that a tough game. A game, a hard fought, grind out the clock type of a game if they had wanted a chance to win, but I would go with Carver pretty big.
All right, there we have his own 6 Trey, 2029 running back from Carver. His name escapes me. I do know he's a transfer from Woodward Academy's eighth grade program. And he's already been named to the Under Armour All-American team, brothers like that. So, I'm saying? It's going to be a cakewalk for Carver to win state in 2A. But Buford Benedictine, man, it's going to be they lost to Colquitt. That's going to be – but it was a decent game.
Barely.
So I'm rolling with Benedictine here, man. I like Benedictine. I just know I didn't see enough from little Rayola, Dayton Rayola, to give him this win, man. I like the explosiveness from Benedictine, man. They got some athletes on the defensive line too. Got some good size in the trenches.
Go ahead, Drew. You itching to go. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go for Marcus.
Look, if Buford, can y'all hear me all right?
Yeah, you good.
If Buford doesn't try to get away from who they are, I like to see number 10 do what he do best. And that's hand the ball off. If you can hand that ball off, left, right, sometimes toss it left and right, y'all gonna beat them. Don't get away from who you are. Don't try to force nothing. Run the ball 40 times and control the clock, slow the pace of the game down. Get a ball to Tyreek Green. People say Dylan McCoy is like that. Please show me. He had 400 rushing yards last year. I understand he was splitting carries with 3 other people. But if he really liked that, give him the ball. I think Tyreek Green is way better than what we have been seeing at Buford. He was the man that killed. He's like 5'10", 205. He ran a 10-7. Let that man run the rock. Take him off of defense, put somebody out there, put somebody else out there, feed him the ball 20 times, give Dylan the ball 20 times. I think Buford can win 28-14. They cannot turn the ball over. They cannot be punting the ball too many times and put the ball in Stephen Cannon's hands. He got too many playmakers, and Stephen Cannon himself is a playmaker. He qualified for the open 200-meter at the state track meet. I seen it with my own eyes. Do not give him too many chances to score. 28-14, I got Buford.
It's going to take 40 times handing the ball off for them to beat a talented Benedictine team. 40 times?
40. Rushed for 350 yards. They did it last year. They did it all last year. They rushed for over 3,000 yards between 4 running backs last year.
What you got, Mark?
So in this one, I think Buford. I got to go with Buford in this one. I think their defense is really scout when it comes to stopping a run. I feel like Raiola is going to bounce back this game. This is this is going to be a ground and pound game for both teams, of course. I got to go with Buford, just coming from that. This is a confidence booster, coming from beating Milton, of course. In ESPN Classic games, but I think Buford. We talked about them, is win or go home. I feel like each game they're going to have confidence building. And, I want to see Raiola hand the ball off just a little bit because he threw the ball way too much versus Milton. So be that guy that, hand the ball off, throw screens, throw quick game, do some things that can extend Buford versus Benedictine. But I got to go with Buford. I got a low scoring game. Like I said, I don't think Buford can blow anybody out. Don't get me wrong. I got Buford 28-21.
28-21. Close game. I mean, it can go either way. I like Big Eccles, came down late, made his presence known last week. But now it's tapping back in. Let me get your thoughts, brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all forgive me, man. I'm a little sick under the weather, man. So I'm trying not to cough while I'm doing it. But yeah, I'm gonna go Benedictine. I think y'all both outlined the game plan and what needs to happen, and I agree with you. A lot of his sentiment, like you got to find ways to get Tyreek Green the ball. Like we forget this man rushed for 1,000+ yards when he was at Carroll, along with him and Katarius Smith-Gibson when they were both young. That's a guy you just get the ball to in space and let him do his thing. I've always said he could be like a KJ Bolden of that offense, right? That's how elite he is with the ball in his hands. They just got to feed him more, in my humble opinion. The next part of it I want to talk about, Benedictine, they have a lot of weapons, kind of what Marcus alluded to. They can spread you out, they can run tempo, they can hand it off. So I think Buford defense will be ready. We've seen them force 3 turnovers against Milton. The thing is, though, like you said, I think you got to stay within your identity a little bit. Allow Raiola to throw the ball, but at the same time, run the football too, though. I think that's the big key there. We should be running the ball 35, 40, 45 times what you got in the backfield. Allow him to throw it about 15, 20, 25 times. If you have a more run-based oriented offense and allows him to do play action, which makes throws easier, I think it'll be more smoother.
Facts. Not to mention they got LaDainian Guyton. That's gonna be tough.
And that's why you need to run the ball. Don't let that man pass rush Raiola. Do not do that. Run the ball.
100%. All right, now let's get to the other page, man. I think we got the cream of the crop off weeks 2 of this page. All right.
Y'all able to see that, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, we got Chandler Tucker, Mr. Collins Hill, Wood Academy. I mean, that's Collins Hill. I think that's unanimous. Y'all stop me if I think otherwise. Creekside at Seminole, Florida, Decatur. Let's go. Classic. Douglas County at Jonesboro at Terrell Stadium and Terrell Drive. I think. I'm gonna start with Naj on this one. We know both teams pretty well. We know the relationship we have with Robert. What you think about this one?
Yeah, we
Give
talked
us
about
a score
it.
prediction too, Naj.
Of course, y'all want my score prediction.
Yes, sir.
We talked with Coach. We talked with Coach Steen earlier, man. I just think it's the health of Mike Johnson. I think we've seen it a little bit towards the end of that game with North Gwinnett. Like they could have really put it on them, you know what I'm saying? But I think the reason they didn't because the quarterback went out the game, right? And the offense looked, different. So I think in order to like beat them, you got to definitely have it to where, he can play. If he can't play, I think this game gets a little bit more interesting. Now, DC got the defense. DC got everything they need in order to win this game. Jordan Carter was explosive last game. But I think Jonesboro slept on. They got a really big offensive line. They got weapons. I think I'm still going to go with DC, but I think Jonesboro's going to make this a closer of a game than people think. I think DC runs away with it in the fourth quarter. I'm going to go 35-21. 14-point game. I think it'll be close. They get a couple touchdowns, they win. Depends, too, if Devin Carter plays. Devin Carter didn't play week 1.
Right. How long is he supposed to be out?
Bacon, before you got on, I said, if no Mike Johnson, 35-0. If they got Mike Johnson, 56-0. If they got Devin Carter, it's going to be higher. Douglas County has too much on offense. It's quick game, deep balls, run the ball. You cannot stop them. They got the biggest O-line in Georgia. It's just a well put together team, and it's supposed to be like that on offense. The offense is supposed to be doing that because you know why? Everybody's a senior except like 2 guys. Literally, the entire offense is a senior. A bunch of experience, and then the defense. It looked good on paper. They just got to put it together, especially with their secondary. Like Coach Steen had said, everybody's seen a few blown coverages here and there. Safety's got to keep their eyes out of the backfield, play discipline, do your job. So you in cover 2, you got half of the field. Don't try to be so quick to come up and stop the run. You got 7 guys in the box. You're a pass first player. Stop it. Play discipline, do your job. Stop trying to be an all-star.
That's right. I mean, Jonesboro, they got that. They aren't as deep, but pound for pound, like player for player on the ones. So you already got John Tavis. We know about Tate. We know about Cortez. I think it's Michael Miller, DB play for Team Huncho, elite. They got some guys on defense. The thing for me for Jonesboro is how long will they, last? I can see this being a close game. Barn, they don't have a lot of turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Midway to the third, I see Coach Syrup. You know, he back to the syrup shots. Morale is high. You know what I'm saying? He just beat team across around the corner. So, I mean, to give my scoring prediction before I throw it to Mark, I'm going to say with Mike playing, we'll say 35, 17, 14. You know what I mean? What you think, Mark?
So first off, I feel like this game changes from last year. Don't get me wrong. Douglas County is going to blow his team out. I'm sorry. It's Jonesboro. They have talent. It's just now this game is going to be like who actually be in the weight room. I think y'all say they have the bigger offensive line. Douglas County got the biggest offensive line. Don't get me wrong, but right. I just look at Jonesboro offense versus Douglas County defense. Jonesboro offense is not going to get it done. Like I just can't sit here and say Ethan Sharp is just going to just tear apart Douglas County's defense, which I don't think it's not going to happen. Which Jonesboro is catered to one player, Jonte Wyman, playing offense. They can't run the ball.
I don't know. They can run the ball, brother.
Douglas County. Lucius. That's his name. Lucius Murphy. At running back, I don't think Jonesboro's offense is good enough to just score a lot of points on Douglas County defense. Like I just can't sit here and say it's just the quarterback. Yeah, Ethan, the new quarterback, he played 6A ball for the longest, but in 6A, have he ever played a top 25 team like Douglas County? Which this is going to be a blowout. I'm not going to sit here and say this is going to be a close game. I got Douglas County 35-7 or 35-0. If Mike Johnson doesn't play, I got Douglas County 21-7 again, or 28-7.
I respect that.
That's just what I see.
And they're gonna get that 7 points off a damn kick return.
They gonna score, bro. Those bros gonna score. Those bros not.
Jonte Wyman is great.
You let Mount Zion score 11 points on you. I mean,
they got a good team.
Look, Jonte Wyman is great, but he can't be the only guy on the offense.
They got a couple guys.
Not for Douglas County, no.
They got a couple guys though. And Mr. Network on your head, bro.
You want to buy me one? Go ahead and buy me one. I mean, if you buy me one, I can have one.
Lead hey CJ.
Appreciate the comment, man.
And we're taking all sponsors, brother. You know our sponsor or want to be a personal sponsor, hit us in the DM, but we love to do business with you. But I mean, I think everybody's. Did you already give me a score prediction? If not, we're gonna go ahead and move on.
I did.
Let's roll. Let's hit the next.
Hopefully, they don't beat them so bad that another transfer happens mid-season. You know what I'm saying?
Now, listen, do you want to do Doug Westlake before we transition? Or do
Doug and Westlake. Ooh.
No.
Who gonna win that?
Westlake gonna win. Doug still ain't gonna score.
I need Trey y'all to show me something. Let's see who we got here. Let's see. Okay. This is another. We might have to go past this one, brother.
It's a little shaky. Week 2.
He is Landon McDonough. I mean, let's go here. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about it. East Cowwood and Noonan. It's going to be a big one. This is going to be a slept-on game across the state, in my opinion. You got Rodney Colton. So you already got Chance Gilbert, number 1 safety in the class of 2027. Brody Campbell, another underrated player. Ashton Lawless, going to be something special coming out of the city. After seeing EC last week and kind of already knowing Noonan just for it being my alma mater, my high school, I don't know, man. I really don't know. But if I was a betting man, I would bet on EC. You know what I'm saying? The one of the past 5 years, but this year's going to be different. But to save faith, you know what I'm saying? You see, I got the shirt on. I'm gonna roll with Noonan, man. Rolling with Big Noonan. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say some 28-24, man. Walk off field goal at the end. Brody Campbell comes down. Hits Jalen Brent, little slant. Timeout. Here we go ahead with the game winning field goal, man. That's what I'm rolling with. That's my story. And that's all, folks. What you got, Mark?
I'm going with the East Coweta. I'm going with the bigger and better team. Don't get me wrong, Newnan has some good guys to pretty much solidify a win, but not in this point. I got East Coweta, but it's gonna be a close game. Don't get me wrong, and you can't forget about John Matthews. Don't get me wrong, underrated receiver in class of 2028. Don't get me wrong, but it's just East Coweta. You know, they play with a lot of heart and conviction versus Sandy Creek, and I'm just looking at like, okay, if they did this pretty much. I know it's about matchups, but if they did pretty well versus Sandy Creek, I feel like they can. They got something still in store. I got East Coweta. In a close one too. I got 25-21 in this one. And I feel like East Coweta's offense is going to come together. You know, I got Ricky Howell over there, Seth, all those good guys, coming into this game. East Coweta has some weapons offensively. I feel like Newnan, they only can blow out teams they can handle, but I don't think they can really handle East Coweta. So I got to go with East Coweta in this one.
Not a bad score prediction. I'm gonna go Jew.
How the extra point kicker look at East Coweta? Was it easy?
Yeah, he's elite. He's a 5-star for sure.
Okay, cool. Well, Newnan probably gonna miss an extra point. I got Newnan losing 28-27. Off a missed extra point. Then Newnan should score. They got the receiver, Matthews. They got the quarterback. On defense, they got Rodney. They got some other very overlooked players. They had some overlooked players last year. I don't know how to pronounce the boy's name. Jacob Stiegel.
Okay, Tom. Okay, Stiegel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. He's getting recruited for me sending his stuff out like immediately. He's only been in junior college for like a week or two. And then they had another a linebacker. He may have won Region Player of the Year or Defensive Player of the Year. But I think East Coweta is gonna win off a missed field goal. I think they kind of evenly matched. Like Marcus said, if East Coweta can score twice, because they scored twice on offense against Sandy Creek, you should be able to score 3 or 4 times against Newnan, because they don't have as a complete defense like Sandy Creek does. So that's who I got.
I'm roll the clip, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this out for my boys, man. We can't go out. If we go out on a missed field goal at the end, that's gonna be tough. What you got, Naj?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is going to be a closer game than people think. It's probably going to be one of the best games of week 2, in my humble opinion. Definitely. Just in terms of back and forth, going towards the end. You know, I think that East Coweta is going to make one more play than Newnan and be able to get in striking distance for a game. I guess you could say game-winning drive. And I think they're going to either give it to Walker Maestro, or they're going to give it to obviously Chance Gilbert, somebody, or that running back Justin Brown. And I think they're going to, walk off win like a 34-28, victory for them.
See, y'all predicting the 6th straight loss from Newnan. I'm saying I'm a roll with my guys, man. And we'll see, man. If you want to see the in-depth film, make sure you tap into Bacon Network Saturday afternoon. For every detailed moment. But nonetheless, that is a score prediction for that game. Let's check the list and see what else we got. Nada. Let's transition, brother. All right. North Cobb, McEachern. That's a big one. I'll start.
North Cobb.
Go ahead, Drew.
McEachern not scoring. Wait, hold on. I'm tripping.
Don't score now.
I'm tripping. They got Casey Barner on offense. My bad.
Are you crazy?
I'm tripping. I still got North Cobb winning though. This is gonna be a real good game. Shit, we might need to go to this game.
Yeah, fact. That might be week 2, game of the week. No kidding.
I got North Cobb winning.
I think you're muted. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
My bad. Is it better?
Can't hear you. Alexa. Yeah, brother, we can't hear you.
All right, bet.
I can hear Bacon.
You can?
Oh,
I can't hear him.
Marcus, did you hear him? shoot. I'm gonna go with North Cobb 35, 21. Teddy, he got to show me some. I think Teddy is really, really good. They got I think his name's Sebastian, the tall tan boy. Play receiver 6'3", runs an 11 flat, 10-9 in the 100 meter. I think he's really, really good. Micah Billingsley, a dog. The two running backs they got, the sophomore coming back off of a 1,000-yard rushing season. The senior they got coming back, he almost had 1,000 yards last year. Two dogs. Their offensive line is pretty well. They communicate good. They block the right people. They rarely mess up. And that defense is stacked in the secondary. Man, but McEachern, I think McEachern is going to lose this game because they're not going to be able to keep up scoring. They need more at the quarterback position. So I got North Cobb 35-21 with Casey Barner scoring 2 touchdowns, one off of a return if they do something crazy like kick it to him, and one off offense.
For sure. Not a bad one. You got to roll with Teddy, man. But I mean, McEachern's gonna have to make this game real gritty. They're gonna have to, force Teddy off a spot, speed up his internal clock. Regular textbook things. They can do that. I think they got a shot, but Teddy can get back there and get comfortable by second quarter. I agree, 35-21, something like that, little 14-17 point differential. But I'm interested to see what Casey Barner going to do, man. I know he'll show every time he gets on the court, as well as the other pieces in the secondary. That's an elite secondary in 6A ball. So if you're in North Springs, have your popcorn ready. But I'm going to roll with you now. What you got?
Yeah, just curious to see if they can get pressure, obviously on Teddy. I think is one of the biggest things I want to see. Just, can Darrell Rivers, can they affect the passer? Can they make him feel uncomfortable? Can they rattle Teddy? Like I said, he's very ever rattled. But I want to see if they can create that pressure and create some turnovers. Like I was talking about Casey, and obviously that's a big component, that's a big piece. But can they create enough, disruption to kind of throw them off? Can they slow down Zachary Bellew, who's obviously one of the top backs in 2028, right? And then can they slow down the receivers on the outside? Because then that can lead to them getting up 14-0 or, taking early advantage of the game. I think McEachern needs a quick start in this one in order to come out with a victory. But I'm going to still roll with North Cobb. I think they got too many weapons. Defense is pretty stout and good. And they could beat you in the multiple ways. Like Teddy didn't even have a touchdown, I think, last week, but he still won. You know what I'm saying? So it's much bigger than Teddy. They got a whole bunch of weapons around him, and they can score in a lot of different ways, man. But I'm going well with North Cobb 41-27.
And I said 35, and I kind of feel bad for saying North Cobb won't score that many points because McEachern's defense is stacked. Like the secondary, you got the two seniors, you got Hackney and Ingram. Got Casey Barner, Caden Battle, top 5 corner in Georgia for 2027. Nash, Levi Johnson, my little bro, the other corner. He a top 10 cornerback in Georgia 2027. They got the D-line. They got linebackers, but I just think their defense is stacked. Stacked defense versus stacked offense. I feel bad for saying 35, but I do think North Cobb gonna score 35. Just a gut feeling. Man, it's going to be a really, really good game. McEachern just does not have it at the quarterback position, man. They got some.
Go ahead and tap in, Mark.
For the most part, I got to go with North Cobb. Man, it's just like I'm 0-2 right now, not picking McEachern. But I'm not a fan of on the offensive side. It looked like they had to kind of, which coaches are supposed to do. They kind of had to scrap out the game plan and kind of create trick plays, fake punts and different things. So I got to go with North Cobb in this one. This is a big game for both teams because I think both teams cannot lose this game, either it's McEachern or North Cobb, for the most part. But like I'm saying, if I'm Coach Queen, I'm doing everything in my power to stop Casey Barner. If Casey Barner doesn't score for McEachern doesn't win. McEachern just don't win because McEachern put him in different spots where it's just so obvious that he's going to at least get the ball or defensively, he try to, rally the defense to get stops. But I just have to McEachern's quarterback, Calvin Pittman. He's not the type of quarterback to at least lead a state potential team in that type of realm. But North Cobb all the way.
I feel like a Jew has something to say. We'll see if he taps back in. We'll get his opinion. Let's see. Yeah, when slide Nosh. Raven Gap Grayson. I'm not sure if they're still as loaded as they once were. I think I like Grayson here. To see Shiloh at Brookwood. That's a good one. Shiloh's got a lot.
It's gonna be a blowout.
You like Brookwood or you like Brookwood or Shiloh?
I like Brookwood. Man, like Brookwood, even though it was a lot of penalties, playing against Houston County, which congratulations, Nigel, went on the prediction on that one. But I gotta go with Brookwood in this one, man. It's just, man, Tyson is just he's fun to watch. He's fun to watch, man. And Gary Chapman at quarterback. Houston County, they was hitting him left and right. They was hitting him. They was getting back to him, but he was coming up. And Shiloh only scored one touchdown versus South Gwinnett versus Brookwood's which Brookwood gave up a lot of points versus Houston County, but Brookwood all the way. Oh, prediction. I got probably 40 to 6.
40 to 6.
Yes,
they got a good defense out there, man.
Yeah, man. I can't lie. That game, I was right about Houston County Brookwood. There was some questionable calls in that game, though. I will say that. Definitely glad to be right, but definitely some things that got called back I didn't understand when I was watching it from home. Go ahead and throw that out there. But nonetheless, man, yeah, I'll go with Brookwood. I like Shiloh. They got some playmakers, some weapons. I just think, I don't think they have the same talent that Brookwood has. Brookwood is still a team that could be a contender in 6A this year. And when I say contender, they can get to a quarterfinals. They can get and make some noise. They got their running back. We got to see what happens with Gary Chapman because he went out that game with an injury. But when he was in there, he was electric. We see that one movie, Pone Dude, made him fall and made him stumble. So just can he come back? How healthy will he be, obviously, in that game? But regardless, if he's not even healthy, they still got Braden Tyson. Good luck trying to stop that for 4 quarters. Yeah. And defensively, they have, some things to work out, but it should be a lot better this week.
For sure. I'm going to shout out Tim Anthony, man, DB, class of 2026, I believe. Kids like that, but just want to plug him. All right, go ahead. And this is the last slide, Nosh. All right. Let's tap back in. All right. South Cobb, Banneker, you know what I'm saying? We got Stars Mill, Whitewater, Stockbridge, Hampton. That's probably the best one on Stockbridge, Hampton. Got Dorsey at Hampton. We know they got a Stockbridge. I think this is another 14-point win for Stockbridge or more. But I'm gonna start with you. Naj. What you think about this one?
Yeah, my man. I'm gonna roll with Stockbridge. Hampton. I mean, maybe they got some more weaponry, but I just feel like Stockbridge is too loaded, man. That's another team in 4A that's going to surprise some folks. Drew knows that program really well. I talked about them earlier. They just got too many weapons, bro. Joshua Scott, most underrated quarterback in the 2027 class in the country. They can run the ball. Got Gavin Kitchen. They got that elite receiver. Mason Freeman. They got guys all over the field, man. So I just think they're special. I think they got a lot of talent. And, I'm going to roll with them in that one. I mean, Kamari is a phenomenal player, but you can't do it with just one guy. I don't know if they have enough around to help him in that game.
Shoot, I follow CJ advice and got a laptop, guys. And Hampton needs to. Oh snap! Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good, brother.
Oh, okay, cool. I about to say if I'm gonna follow CJ advice, Hampton got to follow my advice. Don't show up to the game. Just don't show up. What? Oh, what's the boy name? Kamari Dorsey?
That's him. Georgia apparently wants him. They're after him too.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna be at Stockbridge one of their administrators told me that his mom was supposed to get a job over there, like an assistant principal or something like that. Ooh, glad that didn't happen for the sake of this game. But I got Stockbridge winning. I think they're gonna put up 42 points. I can't see Hampton scoring. I don't know how they would score. Stockbridge D line is just full of savages. If you just watch the way they defense play, you would think they linebackers and they defensive line wouldn't even finish the season because they might catch some type of like aggravated assault charge. Like that's how aggressive and violent they play. And that number 3, oh my God. For Stockbridge, I think he had like 5 tackle for loss against Dutchtown. He's a dog. He's physical. You can't throw the ball against him. They got a very good secondary, especially when you're talking about matching up with Hampton. You got Amari Dawkins back there lurking. I showed up to the game. He didn't even know who I was. Well, he knew who I was, but he didn't know that I knew him. Said his first and last name. It shocked him. Like when you play like he did last year, and he only started playing safety 5 weeks into the season, you can't help but to notice that. So I again, Stockbridge 42-0. I just don't see how they score against. I don't see how Hampton scored against Stockbridge.
100%. Mark?
Well, Stockbridge, they put up 59 points versus Dutchtown. And I think Hampton is worse than Dutchtown. So I want Stockbridge to keep the gas pedal down. I want them to show that they run here in county, you know. And when you go to a Stockbridge game, you just feel electric going to their game. The crowd is in it. Everybody's in it. You know, Hampton has no chance in hell to at least attempt to score. Like Stockbridge, like Nod said, they got so many weapons, man. And Coach Bama, they can hit you from different ways offensively. Josh Scott, he can run. He can throw the ball down the field. You know, Zion Robinson, Gavin Kitchen, Mason Freeman, Marion Kreutz, Eddie Minor. The list just go on. And the defense, it's just a scary defense just to go against. It's just like when you hand the ball off, they're going to be right there for the most part. This is going to be an early Halloween present for Hampton. So I got to go Stockbridge 50-0.
That's tough. 50-0. That's crazy. I do want to talk about Griffin here. Let's see. We got a question. We got a comment. Stockbridge will be too much offensively for sure. For sure. Stockbridge is. I say Coach Bama runs a great program out there at Stockbridge. They're gonna be a state.
Shout out to Dominic Tucker. That's the freshman running back who came in against Dutchtown when Eddie Minor had went down. I think he had 2 rushing touchdowns. He was ripping them up. I don't know how many yards he had, but I had to guess. I say like 60 or 70 off of like 8 carries.
That's getting the job done. All right, now hit the next slide. All right, looks like to be the last one. Walton versus Lambert, Wheeler Harrison, Milton at the First Academy. Does anybody know anything about the First Academy?
I think they're in South Carolina.
So it should be a good one then.
I don't know too much about the First Academy, but yeah.
Do you know something about the First? I know you over the research and you got your head down. I know you on it that bookworm.
I'm trying to you said they in South Carolina?
I think so. I don't quote me wrong on it.
They're from Florida.
Florida.
They got trounced last week by IMG. Yeah, they beat them pretty good.
Oh man. If this is the same team, I don't know why they coming up here. Who they playing? Milton?
Yeah.
Oh my
trying to get a little exposure.
This thing, they forfeited all the games. That's why it says they 0-10. So, man, they got to be good. They forfeited all the games. You know what that means? Recruiting.
They loaded up.
Yeah, they got to be loaded. I don't know what to say about that game. I ain't gonna speak on it.
Thanks. Well, they did lose. They lost to IMG last week. You know what I'm saying? Now I said pretty handily. So we'll see. We'll see if they can. You know what I'm saying, turn something around. Let's see.
IMG is the equivalent of a collegiate JUCO.
Facts. They got like different. They got like a post grad program. They got different, like 5 different teams. And speaking of IMG, Steve Hannon, I'm not sure if Naj brought him up. Is from Fed, went to IMG, now back at Sandy Creek. Standout player this year for the Creek, wearing 88 white, red, and blue. Had like 2 sacks this past weekend now, and like 3 or 4 TFLs, probably like 10 tackles. You know what I mean? But those everywhere, man. So shout out to Steve Hannon.
It's real easy to be a dog on that D line when you got JT Austin on one side and Evan Harvey on the other side too.
Facts. All you gotta do is clean up. Like he was cleaning
and then
up.
Whoever number 10 is for them, he's really good. Number 10, and I think it was number 99. Number 99 is really, really good. That D line is impressive for Sandy Creek. I don't see how they don't win state.
Yeah. Let's see. They had a linebacker I wanted to shout out. He was number 9. I thought he was Corey Hadley the whole night. I said, man, Corey come down here popping. Let's see. I got him in my general. His name is Elijah Ware, linebacker, number 6. He was coming down.
Oh, yeah. I had to ask the athletic director about him. I seen him in the spring game versus Georgetown. Yeah, he was coming down and hitting some folks. Had to ask about him.
You think he can move? Like you like his feet?
I ain't really see too much. I ain't pay too much attention, so I just know he will hit you in the mouth if he has the opportunity.
100%. Now,
he should be able to flow freely though with that D line.
Yeah.
It should be nobody, no guards, no centers getting up to him at all. And if they do, that means one of them D linemen are making the play.
He made like so many tackles, probably within like the first yard and a half. Just mean people in the hole. You know what I mean? They eat up all the offensive linemen trying to get to the next level, but they, you know what I'm saying? They big in the interior, they fast and lead on the outside.
Yeah, I remember seeing JT for the first time against LaGrange. He was wearing 44, and I'm like, who is this? And he didn't have little IMG and Big Twinkie, aka Evan. He didn't have them two. He was dominating. That was in a 3-4, and he had his hand in the ground. I'm like, man, this little D lineman going crazy. Yeah, man. I see them winning state. Number 6, Elijah. You said his name Elijah Ware?
Yes, sir. Elijah Ware.
Yeah, he should eat up this year.
100%. Now, you got any standouts you want to mention before we get out of here, or any topics you want to bring up?
Nah, man. I think we hit on everything. To be honest, talk about all the games, storylines. Nah, man. I mean, week 2 ain't as strong as week 1. I can say that. Week 2 ain't as strong as week 1. But there is a few that we can obviously react to. So, but I think a good week 1 showing, a couple surprises. What I'm saying week 2 should be straight. I think week 3, week 4, you'll see it kind of the games intensify a little bit.
100%. I agree, brother. Well, did you talk to the sponsor?
No.
All right, let's know. Let me get my act together. Let me pull the video up, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about to see an exclusive. I got a treat for Jew and Mark. You know what I'm saying? I got an exclusive on camera take, but you know what I'm saying? Just a little something for our sponsor, man. So let me get my game tight. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, are you an athlete that needs some help in recruiting and wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NAI to D2, HBCU, all the way to the D1 level? Well, look no further, man. Tap into a powerful life where you could become part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? That's a big shout out to our sponsor, Empower for Life. Like I said, man, if you need a community, you know what I'm saying, that you get in touch with college coaches every week. You know what I'm saying? Little Zoom calls. That's who you need to hit. Let me run the link real quick for the people like, man, where do I go? I see the value. That's where you go. You know what I'm saying? Copy and paste that link, https E4Lathletes.com/contact/. You can get in contact with those men and get on your way. So everybody, we appreciate you tuning in. These are the guys, man. You can follow them everywhere. QB Marcus. I know Jew is working on getting his IG back together. They like somebody done fleeced him at Meta, but he's in the process of appealing that, getting that back. But if not on IG, where can they follow you at on Twitter, Jew?
Julian Kovard, and then the name on the screen, dbcoach.julian. You can follow me on TikTok.
Facts. We heating up on TikTok. Matter of fact, we live right now on IG, but we're probably gonna be going live on TikTok for the next foreseeable future. Let's see, we got a comment from Jimmy Cash. First Academy from Orlando. Second comment, Heritage Bowl, Carver versus Spencer Friday. It's Friday, man. It always schedules in the rivalries on the same week.
Spencer is the yellow and green team.
Yeah, Sersky.
Should be a blowout.
It's gonna have a lot of energy there, man. People gonna pack it out. So stay safe, everybody who's going down there to Carver or in Carver going to that game. You know what I'm saying? We want to come in peace and leave in peace. But I know Marcus is trying to plug his Twitter, so brother, where can they follow you at on X?
So you can mainly follow me at Coach Marcus Dupe, DUP with Marcus. You'll see me, my logo on there, me coaching. So you can follow me that on Twitter. On Instagram is QB.Marcus_. You can follow me for the most trending high school news in the Metro Atlanta and some content, so I try to inform everybody every day. So.
He does a good job. You on TikTok soon, right?
Yeah, I actually got somebody running my TikTok. I don't run my TikTok, so I found somebody to run my TikTok. So it'll be a shout out to you, Eric, for helping me out with that. So
let's be nice. Let's be nice, brother. When you empower and important, people sign up to do your work for you. Do your dirty laundry.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So just telling everybody that. So if y'all see something, funny or anything, he's getting it for me. So
100%. And where can they find you at, Naj? Where can they tap in and stay up to date on Tennessee, Georgia Tech, and any other news around the state?
Yeah, man. Y'all can follow me, man, at Najee Wilk. I'm on all platforms, NAJEHWILK. I'm on YouTube. I'm on X. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. Substack as well. I'm everywhere, man. So y'all check me out. Try to keep everybody updated on Georgia Tech, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Georgia, and all the high school news, man. But yeah, always appreciate y'all tuning in. 241 people in the live today. We appreciate it. We're gonna try to get QB Marcus and Jew hopefully connected here soon, man, on theirs. Had them create, StreamYard account, and then they can stream on their platform too. Because we're not just looking to grow our stuff, we're also looking to help them grow as well with their platforms as well. So it ain't just about us, it's about them too. I know QB Marcus has always been big on Instagram, man. So we're gonna try to get him going here pretty soon. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all been running it up. And always, like I said, we're here every Monday night. We'll be going through, recap of the action, the biggest storylines, and all that. Every single week.
100%. Did you ever see anything from SB, man? He said he was in the lobby a while back.
Nah, I never seen nothing. When he joined, I didn't.
All right, for sure. Well, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, so you can follow me or see me in the Bacon Network. Bacon like the kind you eat in the morning, and network like cartoon is Arvon, ARV as Victor ON Bacon on Twitter, formerly known as X, or other way around. And I'm saying we'll be back here Monday at 6:30. Basketball on Thursday. Special feature tomorrow at 6:30 or whatever time we hopping on. Naj, talking to some players from Sandy Creek. Don't want to miss that. That's going to be a special feature. A little tell you story, hear from that story. Hey, out there collaborating.
You got to ask Jew. Jew setting it up.
Oh, Jew, yes, man.
Jew said you muted. You're muted.
I'm glad I was muted because I said not just playing. But we got these dogs coming on the show. Chase Usher, UNC commit. Shout out to Trey Bell for knowing how to recruit and scout. Great corners. Damn. And then you got JT Austin, a dog, edge rusher, can't be stopped, 20+ tackle for loss, first team all region, Evan Harvey, Memphis commit, aka Big Twinkie. I gave him that name. Y'all call him Big Twinkie.
He's gonna hate you for that one.
Yeah, he do. He told me to stop, but we ain't stopping. And we took a picture at the game, the Stars Mill game that I hope nobody sees. Shout out to Twink. And then we had who is it? Chase, JT, Evan.
Dana, right? Diggy.
JT.
Oh my God, little Draymond Green. How I forget about him?
Draymond, yeah.
Yeah, man. I nicknamed him Draymond Green for a reason. I love watching him play. Whew. In between, he gonna hit you whether you got the ball or not, and it's gonna be between the whistles. So if you're not looking, you might wake up with your head on backwards. You know what I'm saying? Love that, man. Where is he committed to? Purdue?
Yeah, Purdue. That's right.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Neil Renner. He got my boy Roderick at Akron. Then he got another job at Purdue, and he got Dana up there, man. You know how to scout. You know how to recruit great players. Dana is a top 5 safety in the state of Georgia, regardless of classification. I'm trying to remember what I had him graded as. I think it was like a 9.1 or a 9.0, something like that. Really, really good. Really, really good. Can play man, can play zone. Very patient in his man, doesn't open up. He coming down, striking you when it comes to the run support. He can play in the box, up high. He can really do it all. The only thing he gonna have to work on is nothing at all.
I like that. Yeah, man. Shout out to Dig, shout out to Chase, shout out to JT, and shout out to Evan, man. Like I said, tune in tomorrow. Stay tuned for a specified time. And as always, man, it's Just Sizzle News on the Just Sizzle News podcast, man. We got to get the fellas to tap in, man. We got to get them right now. You know what I'm saying? We're still doing the sizzle. Appreciate that. That's all we asking for. It's a little effort.
Yeah, man.
I'm dead, man.
But we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night. We'll see y'all tomorrow and Thursday. Peace out.